All right, welcome to Ask Questions Friday, where I take questions from people across my social media platforms and I answer them right here on YouTube. Now, I do a couple different things. So, my questions will span from personal development, uh, marketing and branding for content, also health and wellness questions. So, you might hear a range of things from these questions, but you know what? We all don't just live business lives or job related lives or fitness lives. We live our whole life. So if you are looking for answers to questions that can help you in your whole life, you've come to the right place. All right, so I'm just going to dive right into it. My first question is, I hear you talking about intermittent fasting for fat loss. I keep trying it, but I keep getting extra hungry after a few hours and I keep falling off. What do I have to do to get on track and stay on track when it comes to intermittent fasting? Well, one of the things that I constantly promote to people is that when you're trying to make changes in your life, you need to try to have supporting processes that aligns to the changes that you're looking for. When it comes to intermittent fasting, if you're eating a high carbohydrate, high processed food, high sugary diet, or you're eating four, five, six times a day, it's going to be very difficult to go from that type of way of eating to one that allows you to have prolonged periods of not eating. And it's going to take a transitional period. So, the easiest way to potentially do this is you got to increase the amount of healthy fats inside your diet. Eggs, coconuts, avocados, salmon, MCT oils, uh, olive oil, and you also want to increase your fiber. So if you take about 2 to 3 weeks out to start to add these different type of foods inside your diet, the first thing that's going to happen, you're going to find yourself being less hungry because when you eat more natural fats and natural fibers, they make you feel satisfied. So as you start to be able to extend the eating window between the times that you eat, you're going to find it easier to do things like intermittent fasting. And one day you're going to start to wake up and find that you're no longer even eating a lot of snacks. You might be satisfied with just 2 meals a day. And then that's kind of the best time to start implementing that intermittent fasting protocol. Remember, intermittent fasting can be done easy. If you stop eating about 7 to 8 o'clock at night, just drink water after that. Wake up the next morning and don't eat breakfast, and then started eating lunch. And then if you have a higher fat diet, you'll find yourself being able to reap the benefits of intermittent fasting. And before you know it, you'll even be doing 48-hour fasting longer. But that's the simple way to put it is you got to give yourself about 2 to 3 weeks of preparation before you can start eating like that, or you're going to be feeling hangry every 2 to 3 hours and you're going to find yourself falling off. Just like anything else, you got to set yourself up for the success that you're looking for. You're not going to be able to go just from crap, to amazing just like that. All right, the next question I have is lifting weights better than cardio for weight loss? The technical answer is no. If you just want to lose weight, do you some cardio. But if you want body recomposition, this is means where you're starting to, if you're a man, you're building up your chest, you're building up your arms, you're building up your legs. If you're a woman, you're building up those shoulders, you're flattening that midsection, you're lifting your glutes up. You're getting those firmer legs when you look. When you wave, you don't have like skin flapping all around. Uh, Cardio is not the best for that. You want to lift weights when you want what we call body recomposition, changing your body into the look that you desire, allowing you to burn fat and become toned at the same time. You're not going to do that with cardio, especially if you already have high percentages of body fat. So no, you want to lift weights. And you want to do moderate to heavy weights. You're not going to just be lifting weights where you can lift the weight 20 to 30 times and you feel like you're weight training. the weight should be heavy enough that you should be able to do no more than 12 on the first set, maybe 10 or 11 on the second set, and 9 or 10 on the third set, with maybe 1 minute to a minute and a half rest in between. I'm going to create a whole video on understanding exercise modalities and how it can help you reach the body goals that you're looking for. There's a reason why people that run marathons don't look like people that do sprints. There's a reason why uh, football players don't look like swimmers, because they're doing different types of exercises. There's a reason why men and women with those nice physiques aren't doing body weight exercises. Now, we do have exceptions with calisthenics, but that's a whole nother topic that we'll talk about later. So to answer your question, nah, if you really want to burn fat, look good, and create the definition and curves you want, you're going to want to lift weights. Third question: I want to build a successful business, but I can't seem to find the time while still trying to balance all the things that I have going on right now. And I get this from a lot of different clients that are looking to try to manifest amazing success in their life while finding balance. Here's the truth: when you want to do amazing things, you're going to have to sacrifice, not balance. Now, maybe after you get to a certain level, you can seek balance. But in the beginning, you got to sacrifice things. A lot of the reasons why people are not getting the results they're looking for in their life is because they're trying to constantly do the same things that they've been doing. And the things that you're doing doesn't align to a different type of results. So guess what? Those things have to be sacrificed. If you ever notice, when you're ever on a plane, the plane is always climbing up till it reaches a cruising altitude, and then it can actually start to get to the destination that they want. Listen, while you're trying to rise, you're going to have to cut off some of the baggage, drop some of the weight, and sacrifice some things. And then you will find yourself starting to be able to get on a path that you want to get the results that you desire. You got to sacrifice. Stop thinking balance. Balance sounds good. That's on TV. Balance is like staying in your comfort zone, which is a beautiful place. Comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. If you want amazing success inside your life, if you want new results, you're going to have to sacrifice the things that's been holding you back. All right, for the fourth and last question: what is the key to setting and achieving big goals? Hands down, it's always the same key for me. And that key to setting and achieving big goals is personal development. You have to be able to develop the skill sets, personality, mindset, circle around you to take you from who you currently are to who you want to be. And this requires personal development, personal growth. It's rarely going to happen without that. There's no coaches, there's no overnight success, there's no magic pill that's going to allow us to become the success that we want to manifest inside of our lives. If you want to be successful, if you want to be a high achiever, you have to learn how to become that. And that comes from personal development. One of the reasons that personal development is the hardest thing that most people can do, because personal development requires to look at yourself, look at the surroundings that you have, and decide that if who you currently are, the people that you have around you, are the circumstances that align to get in the results that you want. And when we have to admit that hard answer to ourselves and actually implement the changes necessary, it can be very difficult, because a lot of times the people around us, we love those people. You know, the circumstances that we're in, we're comfortable inside those circumstances, and it becomes increasingly difficult as we age to get rid of those people and habits. This is why personal development is the key. Once you can learn to transform who you are and become who you want to be, you'll start to realize that almost anything that you can envision inside your mind is possible. So that's the key right there. You can read all the books, you can take all the programs, you can get all the coaches, but if you're not willing to invest and change yourself, you're not going to get the results that you want. So I hope these questions and answers help someone else who did not ask the questions but have these questions inside their mind. And if you do have questions on any one of my videos, post a question, whether you're watching me on Instagram, Facebook, or here on YouTube. Post your questions and they might show up on Ask Questions Friday. All right, thanks, and I'll see you guys next Friday.